there's really no stopping it now. Everything's basically pointing to much higher at some point in the future. Anyway, I got the latest on Bitcoin, a new strategic reserve country appearing. We got ETH news, we got XRP stuff, Solana. It's gonna be a good time. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, by the way, live streams probably coming back next week. Keep an eye out. Still need a few days to recover from jet lag, but maybe Monday next week. Maybe. Keep an eye out. Anyway, let's go. So, every effing time, says Mario. Should have bought more. Classic, classic, classic. Yes, indeed. Anyway, Samson Mao met with political party leaders in Tokyo to discuss a strategic Bitcoin reserve for Japan. Now, Japan's looking at Bitcoin ETFs as well for the markets. They're looking at a major reform on crypto tax laws and all this kind of stuff. You got to understand, Japan was the earliest mega hub for crypto. It's where the Mt. Gox exchange was based and stuff like that. And that collapse really stung them, and they kind of got super tight after that. So now Japan's loosening up again. Was the fourth biggest economy in the world. They're going to launch a strategic Bitcoin reserve, guys. Let's effing go. Love it. Love it. More and more countries are going to keep getting on board. And look, these are early discussions. It doesn't mean it's a guarantee or any of that kind of stuff, but it's going to keep happening, okay? And as more countries do it, other countries will be forced to look at it and do it as well. Okay, remember we just had the Philippines. They're proposing a bill for 10,000 BTC. We have Brazil looking to spend billions to buy BTC as well. So big things are happening, guys. Big things are happening. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury just keeps buying back their own bonds. Pump it, baby. Pump it. Let's go. Liquidity is rising. Quinton posted this one, Bitcoin at oversold levels. Interesting. Not super oversold. That'd be below the bottom line here, to be fair. But still, did have a nice little bounce off Bitcoin yesterday. Now, I got long on Bitcoin at 111K yesterday. So far, so good. Missed the best entry over here on Tuesday. I was on a plane, okay? You know, Wi-Fi on planes is just horrific every single time. Dude, I feel like it never works properly. Why is it always so bad? It's always so, even when you pay for it. Well, you want $20 for Wi-Fi on this flight? It's going to work? No. Great. Great. Anyway, besides the point. Nice. We're pumping. Let's go. The take profit target on this one is at 120K, so kind of right back to the top of the range here. Let's see how we go. That trade currently open over here on BitUnix. You can see currently live position here. Currently $1,500 in profit. Not a huge trade, this one. My Solana trade is a much beefier position. We've been riding this one. Entry price is now 155. I got in like 147, but we've added more to it since then. We're aiming for new highs on that trade. That's a swing for the fences kind of trade. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin, that's just a much shorter term one. 11,350 is the entry on this with a take profit at 120K. So it'll be a nice little 8K profit trade if it plays out in my favor. Let's see how it goes. By the way, if you want to trade over on BitUnix as well, I got you covered. Link down below. Go check it out. You're going to get some insane bonuses if you go and sign up right now. Of course, no KYC, no VPN, no BS. You just can use it. You just use it, man. That's the great part about BitUnix. You just sign up, you deposit money, you start using the long and the rips, short and the dips, having a good time. You'll go straight to VIP level 3 when you use my link down below. It's going to get you a 30% fee discount during your trial period. You can also get up to a $400 deposit bonus. You deposit $1,000, you get $200 back. $2,000, you get $400 cash money back in your account. That's crazy, man. And the trading bonuses are just absolutely off the effing charts, as you can see here. All the way up to $8,000 plus 3 ETH. 3 ETH, man. That's crazy. Anyway, go check it out. Link down below. Thank you very much. So, Tom Lee. Tom, the big dick bull Lee. Let's go. 60K for ETH. Now, I am old enough to remember 2 weeks ago when Tom Lee was just saying 16K for ETH. That was the target, baby. Then a few days later, it was 30K for ETH. Now we got 60K. Tom Lee just can't stop bull posting. Let's go, baby. Now, look, years down the line, 2030s, can Ethereum get to $60,000 per coin? Maybe. If Bitcoin's going to $1 million, why not? But that ain't happening anytime soon. But damn, Tom, damn, I love it, man. You keep pumping my bags. Get Wall Street to buy it, and I will unload. That's fantastic. Not yet, of course. We're riding ETH higher currently, but gosh darn it, man. Mr. Crypto with a great chart here says ETH is repeating price action from the 2016 cycle. Resistance been broken. This time will not be different. Love it. This kind of bull vibes we need. $5 billion worth of ETH options expiring on Friday could push Ethereum above $5,000 as bullish strategies dominate the expiry. Let's F and go. That's tomorrow, by the way. Let's see what happens. Krugman. ETH exit queue is now over 1 million tokens, the highest level ever. Meanwhile, Bitmine and SharpLink Gaming are sitting barely above 1 MNAV, so there's not room for them to ATM dump and keep the dream alive. I'm not saying this XQ ETH will be all market sold or that treasury company buying can't offset this, but what I'm saying is the risk that shouldn't be ignored. Huge amounts of Ethereum right now unlocking for people wanting to take profits. Now, the good news is only 40,000 ETH per day can be unlocked. So that 1 million currently unstaking is going to take some time, okay? That's going to take some time to get, it's a month or so of unqueuing. So good, slow amounts dumping into the market. And yes, there's money coming in that has already bought ETH and they're staking their ETH as well. So there's that to offset it to some extent. But still, people are taking profits. That's fine. They're allowed to do that. This exit queue from the validators will slow down and people stop taking profits in the not so distant future. Interesting. Very interesting. But still, that could be a negative headwind on the price side for ETH in the short term. Because we keep coming up, knocking on heaven's door here of $5,000 and keep not getting it. Of course, 48.30 daily close here, not counting the wick up, right around previous all-time highs. So that previous all-time high level, which we're at 45.90 right now, the previous all-time high level, very, very relevant for the markets and for us to keep an eye on. Because if we keep getting rejected there, it's problematic, isn't it? But that'll be the big line for us when we get some nice solid daily closes up above 4,800 bucks, particularly above $5,000. That's kind of going to be the real breaking point, I think, for ETH, where people are like, okay, now it's going, isn't it? We're very close to that. The uptrend is maintaining itself, so now is not the time to get bearish on ETH, in my opinion. If we lose the 20-day EMA and then the uptrend line, then perhaps we can start watching for targets back down on our target zone between $3,800 and $4,000, which is not a crazy decline price-wise for ETH. But it'll take a few attempts to really get a good, strong breakout. You can see that playing out with a lot of assets. ETH is no exception to that. You know, if you were longing ETH at 4,900 bucks, it's a tricky spot to be going long at, right? Now, maybe try to go at the breakout trade and think, okay, we're going to push up into the fives or something from there. Sure, that's the logical assumption. We'd have a tight stop loss to invalidate if that was the case, okay? It's not going to hold forever, okay? We're going much higher. 7,500 bucks about is the next local top for ETH. That's 1.618 fib level. Keep an eye out for it. XRP heads, we're going up, man. 10x, baby. This is some OF chicks here, and they're talking about having millions of dollars invested in XRP. Now, to be fair to this girl in the blue shirt here, she had bought 1.3 million bucks worth of XRP around $2. So if it goes to $10, she's going to do pretty well, isn't it? But she's calling for a 10x. The reason I share this is just so you know, the OF girls are lining up their simps to come and buy your XRP bags. Good news, guys. Good news. We got buyers, okay? We got buyers. Anyway, jokes aside, XRP currently still in this nice little downtrend here, of course. You know, the lower highs, lower lows kind of thing. But what's interesting, right now, we're forming up a nice little triangle here. The breakout from this triangle could get us some very juicy price action because you got about $1 approximately here of upside price action implied by the triangle targets here. So if we were to break out here at like 310, for example, that could be a rally that gets us up to $4 finally, and my XRP trade can close in a beautiful profit, still open on Femex, that XRP trade right now. Anyway, that's what to watch out for right now. If you're trading XRP, watch for a break of this top line of the triangle here. That's around 306 or something right now, 307. Currently, the price is locked between the 50 and 20-day EMAs. Very strong curling right now on XRP. There will be an explosive move either up or down This kind of pattern in an uptrending market generally dictates an upward movement, but markets can surprise us sometimes, can't they? So watch for the bottom trend line to hold around 285. You lose 285, could be a short back down to even down to 230, which would be crazy. That would require a wider market turnover. XRP won't do that in isolation. If we break to the upside, 50-day EMA holds, trend line support continues to hold, then watch for a breakout to the upside. Solana, salami coins doing it, baby. People are starting to realize that Solana is the catch-up trade. I've been buying more Solana in the past week to add to my already big Solana bags. As you see, my Solana trade is still open. We're swinging for the fences on it. All right, we got the breakout. Now, as I was saying yesterday, you could put that trigger order in for 205, 206, 207, something like that. If you, of course, had put in that trigger order, currently you are in profit. Not by a lot. We haven't had a super strong breakout yet. Volume is decent. I'd like to point out, volume is decent on the current move, so that's fine. Let's see. It's 14 and a half hours till the daily candle close. We need to close the daily candle above 205, okay? That's the line of resistance, as you can see back here from these previous levels. That's where the candle needs to close above, and that could then signal that this is an actual breakout of this ascending triangle pattern that will then push the price up to potentially 255 as the technical breakout target for this particular pattern. Come on, Solana, you can do it, baby. We got it. We got it, buddy. Jupiter, my Jupiter bags. By the way, if you ever want to see what coins I hold, there's portfolio disclosures down below on the YouTube description here. You'll find all the coins I currently hold in my portfolio. By the way, you also find a risk statement. Investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money. Never forget it, okay? Serious shit. Jupiter Lend, now new money market on Solana. Took 1 hour to reach 100 million in deposits. About $500 million or so over there right now. It's pumped pretty quickly. The good news is that this will create more fees for Jupiter to do more buybacks of their token. Now, so far, the Jupiter buybacks have been not super impactful. Maybe this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back of the buybacks and actually starts pumping the price, baby. They have some pretty juicy rates over there, by the way, too. So if you have some USDC or something sitting around, or I think the Euro C rate was 12% or something like that. So if you got some euros sitting around, you want to put them to work over on Jupiter here, not a bad spot to do it. The Jupe token has had a nice little pump from 45 cents up to 51 cents, but nothing super substantial yet, to be honest. If we draw this from the candle body closes there, we're coming right up here to the downtrend line. So if I want to see the price break above that to say, okay, we could have a real breakout moment coming here for Jupiter. I mean, I maintain that Jupe's still an interesting asset to hold. That's why I hold it. I think it will go a lot higher. Just needs the right conditions. We got the buybacks. It's one of the most used protocols on the Solana network. It feels mispriced. When will the market agree with me? The market's not, you're not wrong, Lark. The market's wrong, okay? Price go higher. Let's go. Anyway, PENGU, last coin here for you for today. Keeping an eye on my PENGU bags, okay? PENGU doing very nicely so far. So far, okay, check this out. Now, we are now down below the zero line in the MACD, which means that when we get the MACD bullish crossover, which is days away, potentially, who knows how our price action plays out. But when we get the bullish MACD crossover under the zero line, that's a powerful signal. Okay, and that'll be the next major momentum move up for PENGU. So far, continuing to hold above the key support line of 2.8 cents. Break under 2.8 cents. Short term, we could see some volatility, let's say. So far, so good, okay? This is the downtrend line we need to break. That requires us to get price back above the 50-day blue line, 20-day yellow line, and then to break out here. So we got very, very clean charts here on PENGU. It's one of the most popular meme coins in the market right now. Very clear level of price support at 2.8 cents. Very clear breakout levels here. Now, if you're really feeling like, you want to take a dive here, then going for the 50-day EMA breakout at 3.1 cents may not be the craziest idea, but I think the more impactful move here is going to be the 3.5 cent breakout, which is currently where it is. If it keeps moving down, it'll be 3.3 or 3.2, depending on where we finally break this downtrend at. But that downtrend break will probably be much, much more significant. And of course, the implied price target of that is quite large, basically a 2 cent price moves. So this is what could get us up to 5.5 cents, for example, here for PENGU. So let's see how that continues to play out. Definitely something to keep an eye on for this trade, either limit longs from the bottom support area or watching for the breakout trade here. That's it. You're awesome. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you joining me today for a quick convo on what's happening in the crypto markets. I'll see you back soon. Peace.